Mistress! It's me, your loyal servant, Sazza. I'm back, and I brought a friend.
A drow? Tell me, Sazza, did your misadventures take you to the Underdark?
They was in some rickety druid grove, mostly full of tieflings, but them intruders you're after were hiding out there.
I presume you dealt with my prey and massacred the rest?
Well, the thing about that is, they sort of massacred us. But this mug helped me to escape. I say we stick a few holes in him. Show how grateful we are.
You feel a cold hand caress your mind as the drow appraises you.
Oh dear. Your prisoner is one of the Absolute's favorites, Sazza. A true soul.
Nah, it can't be. They was in the grove, hanging around with the tieflings.
Undercover, no doubt. Carrying out the Absolute's will. Oh, Sazza, you have made a grave error. And it will be your last. My spiders are hungry, little one. But before they feast, tell me where that grove is, and I may yet spare your life.
It's past the bridge, to the east. Big old gate covered in ivy. Don't hurt me, mistress, please.
I will not hurt you. My spiders will have that pleasure.
No, I mucked up, I'm sorry. But I didn't know who they was. They didn't tell me nothing. Somebody help!
Through sheer luck, that pathetic worm has brought me the information I need. And it seems that the inhabitants of the grove trust you. We can use that against them. You have a part to play in this slaughter. Return to the grove. When my raiding party approaches, throw open the gate and signal me.
The fate of the grove's inhabitants hangs in the balance. Killing the drow here would spare them, but it might be better to face her warband at the grove itself, on familiar ground. On the other hand, participating in the slaughter as she asks may be the perfect way to earn her trust and access to the cult's inner circle.
Good. Marshalling the goblins is no simple matter, but my warband will be ready to attack by next light. Once we are in position, we will wait for your signal, and then we will break them all.
How did you... Guards! You have a habit of turning up where you're least expected, but no less welcome for that. We've spotted goblins in the woods. What happened at their camp? You led the drow here? By the nine hells, why? I don't... Oh, gods. You've turned on us. Hells, why? Guards! Guards, help!
A splinter of ice works its way into your mind.
The way is clear. Now we can cleanse this place completely. Kill everyone. A glorious day. The Absolute will be pleased. But there is more to be done. This place is home to druids. Root them out and kill them. Praise the Absolute. She will reward us well for this exquisite carnage. The true honor is to serve the Absolute. She loves you fiercely. I see that in the strength she has given you. And she has so much more to give. There is a bond between us, true soul. I can see what you are, what you want. and you can see what I want.
Through her eyes, you see yourself. Skin glistening with sweat, hands bound. Ecstasy or terror. Maybe both. You feel her breath on your neck, her fingers running down your spine, and then it is over.
I will come to your camp tonight. We will celebrate this victory. Together.
As you approach your camp, the raucous celebrations have already begun. But you are intercepted before you can join the party.
I didn't escape the hells to lose my soul to another evil. I can't be part of this anymore.
Volo has fallen into the goblin's clutches again and appears to be chronicling your misdeeds. The goblins praise the Absolute, but their celebrations also honor their leaders, Minthara and you.
You fought well, and so did these creatures, thanks to our leadership. When you tire of their company, come to me. Tonight, you are mine.
What a glorious celebration. Hip deep in gore. The goblins stole good wine. It goes straight to the head. We set a pack of refugees on fire. A child could have done it. Not exactly an ambush for the ages.
This is the worst moment. When the screams of the dying have faded, and the conquering hordes howl and yelp as they come to their vile climax. Massacre. A spectacle of slaughter. And I participated. What are these bloody stumps that used to be such delicate harpists of the weave? No. Two shadows are darkening my soul. The shadow within and the shadow without. You. You led me down this path.
After all you did, I pegged you as a person of good standing. Guess I was wrong. Good luck with your new friends. They'll stab you in your sleep, but at least you'll be remembered as a real bastard.
She looks you up and down. Her mind touches yours. You feel her hand at your neck, her lips closing around yours.
Are you ready to give yourself to me? Good. I will join you when you go to your bed. You are mine. You are here. Good. Come with me. Now, lie down. Your obedience will make this more enjoyable for both of us. Tell me what you want.
As your bodies lock together, so do your minds. Her whole being is laid bare before you. And half hidden at the center of her desire, you discover something unexpected. Fear.
I would have you by my side in Mensa Berensen when our work on the surface is done. Speak to me. Tell me what is in your heart. No. I want the truth. I want to hear it in your voice, not in my mind. As did I. During the battle, my mind raced. My blood burned. I was righteous. But tonight, I only heard your breath and your voice. The Absolute was silent. And, strange to say, that brought me comfort. How is that possible?
The artifact pulses softly, sending out a warning. It is a friend.
This is blasphemy. But so much that has happened since I left the Underdark is like a dream of somebody else's life. I do not know myself anymore, except tonight. Tonight, I wanted this. For myself. I must pray, and you must rest. Tomorrow, we will have fresh orders.
Your dream, but then a shock runs through your mind. This is no dream.
Wake up, true soul. We must talk. I watched over you as you slept, peaceful and silent. And I spoke to our God. I asked her why she had chosen you, made you one of her faithful, when you are so clearly broken. Beautiful, but broken. There is something missing in you, and I do not understand it. When the Absolute failed to answer me, I feared that you had somehow infected me with that same absence. And so I decided that you must die. But then, a miracle happened. As I took out my blade, her voice returned to me, and she told me what I must do to purge myself of doubt. She told me to decide your fate, to determine if you are worthy. If you are, I am to send you into her embrace, at the seat of her power. In time, I believe we may be together. Travel to Moonrise. We will meet again there, at the heart of the Absolute's power. To gather our forces in this region. They're ill-disciplined. Without a strong hand, they'll disperse. I do not know, but I do know that she allowed me to spare you. When you meet her at Moonrise, she will show you her design and your part in it. She will test you. If you fail, you will break. If your faith is strong, you will become something even more beautiful. With difficulty, but I can help. The land around Moonrise is cursed. Traveling there will sap your strength and your sanity. But I can protect you. A wretched creature in my service can guide you through the curse. This harp will summon him. Play it when you are in the shadows, and he will come to you, and know that you are a friend. He was a drow once. Now he is an abomination. a victim of Lolth's cruelty. His minions will wait for you at the mountain pass, on the threshold of the Shadow Curse. I warn you, he is quite mad, but he knows the path to Moonrise better than anyone. Go to him when you are ready. I will lead what remains of my forces to Moonrise ahead of you. When we next meet, we will be together in the Absolute's presence, and she will make us her champions.
And you? What are you? Apart from a torturer of liars.
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the tower, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute. Or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. They'll do nicely. We have our Queen's favor. She speaks to us, protects us, graces us with her blessing.
And her magic lamp.
And they are jealous of your gift, Majesty. But you gave it to us, and we always keep it close.
Oh, the drow really told you nothing, eh? Here, this'll tickle ya.
No! What are they doing?
Don't worry, we didn't need that in any way.
No! We do not play with the dark! We do not feed the shadows!
Peace! Stop it!
We do not toy with the dark. Do they understand?
We understand. Now we need to go.
Bloody right we do.
Yes. We shall go. Your light leads the way, my queen. Are all ready? Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come, follow, and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out!
Wait. Something's wrong, Majesty.
Who's there? Show yourself! Harper's attack! Kill the cultists and get that lantern! Heretics! Villains in the dark! New meat, Drider.
Oh, the Queen said them. Her Majesty's flesh grows full and glorious.
Helped us with some harpers on the way too. They're shadow bait now.
Move.
His thoughts seek yours, searching, grasping. Your parasite squirms in recognition.
Disciple Zarel's in the Great Hall. She'll be wanting to see you. Rest of you, head on in.
The others will go in, but I will go up. My queen summons me to her chapel to be in her presence. I hear you, sweet Majesty. I am coming, my queen.
be slandered! General, you saw my reports. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power.
They're dead. Zarel will want to hear of this.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciples Realm?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient. Plenty. But I hoped someone of your talents would be more ambitious. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
You long to be touched. A shame we're preparing for war, or I might find time for you. But all you truly need is the Absolute. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers.
You prowl my battleground. Why? Are you friend? Foe? Thieving scavenger?
You find yourself in a dead, putrid skull, somehow hosting a tadpole amongst a squirm of maggots. Another presence lurks within, manipulating the corpse like a puppet.
A friend. An uninvited friend. I do not request help. Did she now? Enter. I will see if I have any use for you. Stinking pile of ogre afterbath! The quakes herald the shadows. They found me.
Ah, the interloper.
And in one piece as well. Not just any true soul would have succeeded in following my path through this place. You should be pleased. General Thorm? Rubbish. Everything is at hand here. Zarel merely envies the General's faith in me. I am in the midst of a grand strategy. But you're here now, and I may be able to put those limbs to work. You know what's at stake here, I take it. Interesting and private. Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my creations kill you right now, thief. Trill exceeds her authority. But fine. I'll overlook your transgressions this time. There are much grander things at stake. The Night Song is my finest creation. If I never exceed myself, I will still die happy. Not that I ever intend to do something as gauche as truly dying, of course. Now, given your prying nature, I have work for you as a scout. The Night Song lends the General his strength, his invulnerability. It must be recovered before his enemies attempt to exploit it. I do not need you or your help, but you are here in spite of that, so I may as well make use of you. The Night Song is close, but the way is barred, and Shah's dead are uncooperative. Clear the path for me by blade, cunning, or whatever it takes. I will remain here until you have succeeded, or fallen.
I'd trust this gas bag about as far as I can throw him, which isn't far. But perhaps better to play along for now.
Do not fail me. If you do, you'll join the ranks of my creations and be forced to try again.
This must be where initiates undertook their final preparations.
You showed
The end is near.
potential. Do not falter now. One more test awaits. Descend to the Night Song. Make a sacrifice. Rise again. A dark Justicia.
Almost there. I will not fail you, my lady.
Let's see what this does.
This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far. All right. No need to dash in ahead of me. I'm ready.
Your party is gathered. You are ready, or so you hope. As you step into the silent water, a foreign dread travels through you. It curls its way up your leg, squeezing tight.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
You did well. Better than I would have credited you with. Now, hurry along and bear witness to my masterpiece.
This is the Dark Lady's domain. He does not belong here.
Simple. I followed you. It seems Shah still holds a grudge against General Thorm, and so sought to prevent me from entering in his name. Luckily, you were the perfect agent in helping me slip past her defenses. Now the Night Song is within reach. Gladly. And once proceedings begin, please show some wits and do not interfere.
Balthazar, come to add more bars to my cage? Or perhaps to lead this would-be Justicia's blade directly to my heart? I invite you. Heap more sins upon your head. My retribution will be all the sweeter for them.
All this time, and you still fail to appreciate the gifts I bestowed on you, Aelin. Sad to see a thing of beauty not recognize its own worth. But General Thorm, he appreciates you, and he wants you close at hand. So, I am here to whisk you back to him.
Ketherick. I welcome the sight of him after these 100 years. He whose immortality I supply with my very soul.
General Thorm. I'm sure you'll be on your best behavior for him, but just in case, I've taken some precautions. Keep back. It will take quite some concentration to secure Aelin for her little journey. Bring her home. What else? Aelin is so much more than you comprehend. She is an Asimar, bound to a soul cage of my creation and lending her immortal strength to General Thorm. Her power, his will, and my genius. An unsurpassable feat.
Ramblings most unsane. Poor Balthazar. For maggots ate his brain long ago.
Hold your tongue, Aelin, or I'll take it away from you again. And you, no more questions. No more interference. Get it over with? No, this is to be savored. Return to Moonrise Towers. I'm sure we'll find further use for you there. Now don't struggle, Aelin. Well, maybe struggle a little.
A pleasure to have made your acquaintance, little warrior. We will meet again. I am eternal. I will be free one day. And I never forget a face. Until then...
Finally showed yourself. I thought you might try and avoid me. I had a choice to make, in the heart of Lady Shah's domain. But you denied me that chance. Now my future is gone. Nothing but wind-blown ashes and wasted potential. I can no longer suffer your company. Be grateful I don't rid myself of it with a blade. There is no we. Not anymore. You would be wise to forget me. I can only hope I one day forget you.
The General has high expectations of you. You're exceeding them. I hear Balthazar has returned, and more importantly, the Night Song is with him. General Thorm will be most pleased, but there is one more task remaining before your audience with the Absolute. There is an old inn nearby called Last Light. Some rabble is sheltering there, along with a cleric named Isabel. We have a friend on the inside watching her. Go to the inn, seize Isabel, and bring her back here, alive. Then you will stand before the Absolute. And done quickly, I trust. Incapacitate the cleric, and our forces will seize her. They wait in the shadows, ready to pounce.
Isabel! No! What in the nine hells happened? I don't see how she... Unless some cultists sneaked in. The gods will be overrun. Isabel is gone. Soon the shadows will wash us all away. Listen closely, for there's very little time. Even if Last Light falls, your mission does not change. You must find Ketheric Thorm. And you must kill him. As impossible as that task sounds, there must be a way to break the spell that makes him invincible. There are secrets in this ancient waste hidden from... But hark. Something stirs. It's happening. They'll all be taken by the shadows. Only by the grace of Isabel's spell will we be spared the same fate. We cannot hesitate. Not even for those we knew. Those we cared for. They're no longer who they were. Still your hearts, and steady your hands. To battle! It's all over. They're all gone. My brave ones, my friends, my harpers. I led them here. To this. After such carnage, you persist? Sometimes there's folly in such courage. Perhaps it's right that you're not. You're twice blessed, after all, by Isabel and by your artifact. But as for myself, I don't see another option than to make a desperate dash back to Baldur's Gate. Chances are slim I'd survive the journey back. But if I can warn the Dukes an army of absolutists is on the march, perhaps the city still stands a fighting chance. That proud determination of yours should shame me. But it heartens me instead. Pull aside the curtain of years and I can see myself echoing your resolve. Very well. I'll join you. And when Ketheric falls, I'll be there. For us, for them, and for the ones we love back home.
Ah, true soul. The rescue of Isabel went as planned, I hear. How eager you are in service of the Absolute. I can see. Makes me wonder how deep and dark those talents of yours run. But enough of my daydreaming. General Thorm is ready to see you. Are you ready to stand by his side? In the presence of the Absolute herself?
Yes, this is it.
How confident. We could have had fun, you and I. But duty calls. Go on now. The General is not a man to keep waiting.
True soul, I was so hoping to thank you in person. Our forces are gathered, the Night Song bound, and we are ready to march at last. But most importantly, Isabel. You brought my daughter back to me. She's being introduced to the Absolute as we speak. Soon, it will be as though we were never apart. You have our thanks for your part in our reunion. I'm sure it was. Though I can't imagine convincing Isabel to come to the towers was an easy feat. She was always stubborn. She clung to Selûne even after her mother's death. Ironic, then, that it was Isabel who drove me into Shar's arms. She died and I was left alone. I made perfect prey for Lady Loss. She promised vengeance, oblivion. But her plans came to naught. Only one god empowered me to bring my Isabel back. That is the god I serve now. The god we serve. From darkness into light, from oblivion back into her father's arms. In the end, perhaps her death was a boon, an encouragement to point me toward our higher purpose. It is not for me to permit. You have earned this right. It's time for you to learn true power. Make use of my own altar. Kneel in her name, and the Absolute will come. Come then, true soul. Let us pray. Hear us, Absolute. Let her in, true soul. Claim your reward. Fall into her embrace. A prison. I scour this land in search of it, and you bring it to my door. Slave. Take it!
Freedom. Find me.
Enough! If you cannot take it, then take him! Balthazar will find a way. Do it. Now! General Thorm has tasked me with relieving you of a certain artifact. I hear it's loath to part from you. No matter. I do enjoy a challenge, and I have more than a few tools to experiment with.
Once Balthazar is through with you, you will be left as just another undead thrall. Unless you can stop him in time.
You! What in the name of the nine hells are you doing here? Balthazar, I should have expected his weakness. You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Your place is to die so that I might finally live. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Say farewell, Isabel.
I'm grateful to you for bringing me home. I was a fool to resist. I know better now. Good luck in the City of Judgment. I wish you the best. Sincerely.
My lord, I offer you these souls so they may return as servants to your cause. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.